Hey, what's up, Leakers? This is Dark Leaker Alexis. Um, Happy Hallows Eve, I guess. I've got some spooky stories to share with you guys since it's almost the spooky time of the year, which that's tomorrow. So, happy Halloween, everybody. This happened to me when I was living in Stoughton. Yes, I bounced around, moving a lot when I was a little less. That means female in Gaelic, I think. Anyways, um, I was on medication for my ADHD and then sleeping problems. So, the pharmacy there kind of was really screwed up on my medication, so I didn't have it for a whole entire week, which that was not good for me. So I went to the bathroom or something. I heard something actually. I heard something in the kitchen that grabbed my attention because I couldn't sleep because the medicine I was taking was supposed to calm my brain and help me sleep. So I went onto the kitchen. Um, be- Before I could even get to the kitchen area where it is, I saw a black silhouette, just a tall black silhouette standing in the entrance of my kitchen where I was living. And I'm not gonna lie about this, but it did kind of look like the Grim Reaper of what my brain was seeing. It was just standing there of what he would look like, um, and everything, and I started to panic because it started floating towards me, and I started to get scared. I'm like, okay. I was thinking this is the most scariest thing this has ever happened to me in my whole entire life. So I ran back in my room as fast as I could. I shut the door and I waited for a couple minutes, hoping that he would just vanish. So the next day, I told my mom this encounter, and she's like, "Okay, we're getting you back on your meds because you're technically not supposed to see stuff like that." I'm like, okay. I'm like, whoa, crap. That's the scariest story of when I was living in Stoughton. Um, South Milwaukee, there was another, like I would say, paranormal experience. I would have to say it happened to me. Um, Actually, it was like 2, 3 o'clock I was like 3 o'clock in the morning because that's the witching hour began. So let's say I went. Like, actually, I got thirsty a lot to I went to my kitchen. The place wasn't that big. So I went into the kitchen and I saw, this may sound weird to everybody, but I don't care. I saw my dad because he passed away like 2 years prior to this happening to me. I saw my dad sitting there having a conversation with my grandpa, who's also no longer with us. RIP to both my dad and grandpa. They were having a conversation. I couldn't understand what the conversation was about. So my dad looks at me. He saw me stand there, and he he points and tells me to go, go to your room. And obviously, since I'm a daddy's girl, I've always been. Um, I just followed what he said, and I did, and I saw him kind of like as I was walking up the stairs to my room, I saw him standing at the end of the stairs, kind of like coming up the stairs. He was a floating, icy guardian angel to me and my family. He walked up so stealthily behind me, hoping that I wouldn't see him, but I did. I went into my room and I went to bed. Those are the most two, I would say, horrific, but also spooky uh, stories that I have for the All Hallows Eve, of which is tomorrow. So I hope that kind of like sends a shiver up your guys' spine. And if you guys have any Halloween stories that you would like to share, leave it in the comments below, and I will look at it. Oh, Jar Player, she left me one, so I'm sorry about this, Jar. My bad. She had a sleep paralysis kind of story, which kind of like spooked me up to it myself. I'm like, oh wow. So it was a really good story. I'm not gonna explain too much because I don't feel like it's my right to do it for her. So thank you, Jar Player, for let me see that your first ever sleep paralysis story. If you want to go see it, go to Jar Player's YouTube channel, and the stories there. I did have um, a sleep paralysis kind of thing. It's just you basically what you are is you can move your head, but you can't move anything else. You know you're awake. You can tell that you're awake, but you're dreaming. I had one like that, and there was no thing sitting on like demon sitting on my chest kind of thing. I just knew I was awake. I could move my eyes. I saw things in my room that was not supposed to be there. So I finally kind of like I had to like jolt my arm up to like again. I had to like move my arm to get it to wake myself up. So eventually I woke up, and I'm like, okay, I have to move my other part of my arms and stuff like that. That was my paralysis kind of story. It was really, really, really creepy, to be honest. I've never had one since then, but I did talk in my sleep, and I do sleepwalk. So there's your uh, dark Alexis spooky spooky stories for you guys. Again, leave your stories if you wanna share, and I'll see all you leakers in the next video.